Bourbonbarkeep, Curtis.
Noah, great to be here, man.
We're back.
As always.
We've been on a string of new bottles.
Yeah.
And this one,
No different.
it was just a Frankenstein bottle that intrigued me. I was like, you know what? I'm doing you. And that brought us to a Knob Creek BouRye.
Yeah, when you showed me what you found, I Googled it, couldn't find a damn thing.
I was very curious. I wanted to sit there and buy the Knob Rye. Was it 7 years now? We just age stated it and blended ourselves. And Whiskey Budget, aka wife.
Sure.
said, no.
Right, well they did it for us.
You have plenty.
Yeah, they did it for us.
So what we got here, we got a BouRye. I want to see how many times I can stick that in because I love that word.
Sure.
So what they did, they took their newly age stated Knob Creek 7-year rye.
Okay.
They filled it 70%. And then they took their Knob Creek 9-year bourbon and filled it 30%.
Yeah.
And somehow, with those being 100 proof each, we got 113 proof.
Yeah, a little hot.
When you're talking about even the average age, under 50 bucks, 113 proof.
Yeah.
I like Knob Creek. I'm a big, not big, I was a little aggressive. I'm a Jim Beam fan.
Sure.
So we got our engraved Glencairn.
That's right, man. The lovely Bourbonbarkeep over here, the BB for short.
Double B's.
On my right.
Yep.
These are available, 2-second plug on our Patreon, link down below if you have any interest, but that's the end of the plug.
Yeah, and when you don't, if you can just go down and do the subscribe and like.
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
In that order. Now, don't wait.
We are planning on, we wanted to compare it to something we do, kind of like having another bottle up here as more of a control group, if you will. Kind of just
Well, this or that.
yeah, something similar to just compare to see not really which one we like better, but to give this kind of a measuring stick, if you will. So we have the Pikesville 110 proof. I believe this is 6-year, correct?
Yes. Well, at least 6.
At least 6, yeah. So the Pikesville, you were telling me that this is kind of widely considered a really good rye in the rye world. It's not something I'm super familiar with.
Yeah, and I wanted to pair it with something that was going to be a low rye. So this is going to be 51% rye.
Yeah.
So kind of a nice.
As low as it gets, I believe.
Should be intro legally, yes.
Yeah.
But at least something to dip our toe in, close and proof.
Sure. Just kind of
see what happens.
give a measuring stick for the BouRye. I'm excited, so.
Yeah, it was either that or Overholt, and I thought Overholt would just blow the socks off of everybody again.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
The 10-year, not the bottom.
Sure.
Just
We don't even mention the bottom, but.
Hey, everybody loves a good bottom.
That's true. Love a good ass.
There you go.
To you guys.
Overholt's ass. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
It's immediately lit off with a nice green apple, some cinnamon.
I'm gonna give you a strawberry shortcake almost. I get a little strawberry here, along with some kind of light vanilla, a nice light, laid back vanilla.
I'm gonna match it.
Oh, okay.
With see, mine's kind of going a little different. I could pull it out once you set it. I go into kind of the snack world
Sure.
as well. So it's in the mind, the strawberry shortcake's there. I'm still kind of going down this green apple trail with
yeah.
a nice coffee cake. I think that cinnamon is just working into these green apple pastry. I love the nose. Not a ton of burn.
Yeah, no, I do kind of get a little bit of sourness, that green apple, that Granny Smith.
Yeah.
I do kind of get that too. Yeah, I'm a fan of the nose, big time.
Can I be a fan of the palate?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Go ahead, man.
That's some spice.
A lot of spice.
That's 113, huh?
Did it go down the wrong pipe?
No.
Are you watering?
Wow. That's hot.
Yeah, that's really good. It is if I were to guess a proof, it might be higher than 113.
A lot of heat. I'm gonna go with the black pepper, nice spice, and a nice barrel char to where the fruit pastry delight
It's backed off, yeah.
has sucker punched you, and you weren't ready. It's the sucker.
I
part.
definitely get your pepper, vanilla. I don't know if you get any vanilla at all, but
I got to see. I feel like we've had too many high proofs. I got to go in for my second sip because that felt too hot.
sure.
after that second sip, I felt like there was a little more of the Jim Beam, a little more peanut, maybe peanut brittle kind of coming off on the nose to where my apple slightly gone. Still a little there.
Yeah, I don't get any of that.
Out a bit more.
Yeah, I don't get any of that strawberry anymore that I mentioned. Like that's just nose specific for sure.
Yeah. So now we have the this or that portion, if you will.
Yeah.
I think that is taken, so we're not going to use it, but ultimately it's a that or this.
Yeah, we could do like
do that?
The Office, like snip, snap, snip, snap.
Ooh, snip, snap, yeah.
Yeah, hem, haw, whatever.
So like we said, I felt like the Pikesville, highly rated, won awards,
Yeah.
close in proof, close in age, especially if you're doing the average of them. So it was more just a, hey, let's see.
Yeah, this is my first time, like I said, with Pikesville. I'm not really accustomed to the rye world, so I'm excited to try the cream of the crop of the rye category, if you will.
And this one's going to be 51% rye, which I think we stated already, 110 proof.
Yeah.
But
Pretty similar in every aspect, besides maybe age. You said 6 years, yeah.
that's like,
See, this taste, or this nose is more bourbon-centric for me.
this is like, you know when you went to Steak and Shake and you were like, hey, I'll do the vanilla Coke, and like they brought the Coke and like
Vanilla
the whole
Coke?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And well, the Celtics just won. So.
Sure, hey, get yourself a vanilla Coke, Celtics.
And then they would like sidecar you with the vanilla. So you would like pour it in,
Yeah.
and then you wouldn't mix it because you're 8.
This is a lot of vanilla.
It's vanilla cola.
Yeah,
And
I like it.
Yeah, this is so much sweeter. Even though we were going like the green apple, in my case, this coffee cake. This is cherry vanilla cola.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
All right.
I'm diving in.
Ooh, there is the rice spice.
Rice spice. Yeah. Which that rice spice, I just didn't get it. Like I don't know if that's like the Knob Creek rye.
This
where
times
they
10
just-
on the Pikesville for sure.
Yeah. To where not the largest rye spice fan. I appreciate a high rye bourbon. That's much smoother. The spice from this had to have taken any heat and spice away because this is like I could pour it on ice and just and go. Not driving.
The sound effects, man, that was,
Not driving.
wow. The sound effects,
I
good
know.
for you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's a shame our sounds.
You could be one of those, the sound actors, you know what I mean?
Ooh,
Find yourself a little avenue.
do your train.
There's probably not a ton of people in that, you know, in that line of work, so you might find a little niche there. Niche, whatever.
I think if you were coming in wanting a rye whiskey, you would be severely disappointed in
Exactly.
BouRye.
Yeah.
That smoothness is really good. I think what I would lean towards if I were to look at both of these on the shelf, I would pick the Pikesville because I have things like this. Even though it's kind of like this Frankenstein bottle, it doesn't come across like that. It just
Yeah.
kind of comes across as like a hotter knob 9. And yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of pepper, a lot of cinnamon on the taste, but still, like, if you are looking for a rye, it's still the Pikesville for me.
I think I agree. Yeah, it's one of those things to where if you haven't tried this yet and you had your fair share of Pikesville, I would recommend giving this a shot for sure.
Yeah.
But if I had tried both and I'm like going back to refill my stash, it's the Pikesville.
I need to know in the comments for the people that have the knob 9 and the knob 7, if you mix it, it's going to be a lower proof. If you mix it, does it taste like this?
Sure.
All right, so time to score.
Time to score.
This is in the running for, well, when I say running, I say loosely.
It's going to be on the list.
Yes.
Just depends on middle or bottom.
Enjoy the participation trophy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody gets a
That
shot.
being said, yeah, it wasn't like I enjoyed it. It wasn't like it was a, toss it over my shoulder while everyone else is taking a shot type of situation.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So now we got to score it. Pikesville, it's been done.
Yeah.
This one, new bottle, new year.
Brand new.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. So 2024 Bourbon Barkeep Whiskey of the Year sheet. Again, once more, Patreon has that Excel sheet, I guess, for lack of a better word, with all of the new 2024 bourbons or ryes that we've tried
We're fancy.
this year. So if you have an interest in seeing our list, stacked up against each other, then that's down there. But like you said, the BouRye, Knob Creek 2024.
BouRye blend.
We have 2 different categories. We grade on senses. which is an all-encompassing nose, palate, finish, how much we like the bourbon without really taking into account the price that it costs. And then bang for the buck is the second category where we take solely the price into account. You know, would we pay more if we saw it again? Would we never spend that certain dollar amount again if we saw it? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Many different avenues you can take that, but go ahead, man, census.
This one's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's just, I enjoyed it. I love the nose. It was hot. Like even on the revisit, there was that pop rock sensation to where, like I know the rye spice here, and it was just a lot of black pepper.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go like 66.
Okay.
Like it's pleasurable. I think it's gonna borderline be unmemorable is the problem.
I think that's probably what I'm fighting too. Is like when would I want to pour that again?
And not out of like not liking it.
Yeah.
It's just, well, at least for me. I don't know.
No, I'm a similar vein. Yeah, it's like when am I gonna like really like crave like give me that BouRye? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be few and far between. I went 64, similar vein. It's good. It's certainly not wanting to waste it by any means, but
the 60s are pleasurable for a reason. Everybody loves a good pleasurable pour.
Yeah.
But is it good?
Not really.
Yeah. Which makes it sound not good.
That's the problem. It's not binary,
Yeah.
But anyway, that leads us into bang for the buck. You said you paid MSRP was what, $48? Just sub 50, right?
Like 40 on the shelf. Call it 50.
Yeah. Okay, we'll call it 50 then for a round number. Yeah. Pretty cheap if you're talking about today's whiskey world, especially when you're talking about a blend.
Not age stated, but you know the ages that are in there with high proof.
Yeah, like that's a relatively decent price for a 113 proof. We'll call it 8 years because we have a 9 and 7 in there. If you want to just go in between. So bang for the buck, I went 60. I gave it a little credit. 113 proof, like I said, we'll call it 8 years because you have a 7 and 9 in there. Tough to find that for 50 or under.
Yeah.
In today's whiskey world. And like we said, it's solid.
Yeah, I'll be a little nicer, like you said, with whiskey world pricing nowadays. At 50, you have the age, some proof, you have something that you really can't find as well. So I'm gonna go 65.
Okay.
Just at that 50, I would pay 55 if I really enjoyed it. I'd be willing to pay 55, I'll put it that way. Am I willing to pay 60? It's too similar to probably the Knob 9.
Okay.
Maybe a touch more black pepper, and that was really what the last.
That rice spice that stood out for you is that black pepper solely? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, there you have it. Those scores will go into that Bourbon Barkeep Whiskey of the Year 2024 sheet that I previously mentioned. I'm willing to guess that it's probably not going to stack up crazy well with some of the stuff we've tried this year so far.
No, I don't even know how to categorize it if we do Rye of the Year.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've had that Pikesville.
We did the BouRye, I think, a disservice. The Pikesville was badass. Like, that was really good.
Yeah, but I mean that's what people are gonna buy.
Yeah.
Like, do I want to pick
You got to
a
compare
worse
it.
rye, like the rare breed rye, which people know?
You got to compare it to something worthwhile. Yeah.
So
Did we cheers to the Pikesville?
If I walk in with $60, I'm definitely leaving with the Pikesville.
Agree.
That's gonna be the tough part.
Well, valiant effort from Jim Beebe.
It's a cool experiment. Enjoy the creativity. That's what I wanted to do.
Keep putting out stuff for, I enjoy that. Keep putting out stuff for us to try, and we'll give you honest thoughts.
Yeah, there's been worse buys that I've had.
Sure.
And more expensive.
To you guys, appreciate you. If you've been here a few times now, appreciate you coming back. Once more, please like and subscribe if this is your first time and you enjoy us rambling. It's what we do.
All the ramble.
It's what we do.
Yeah.
To you guys. Cheers. To you, man.